This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. We're going to be discussing one more wonderful concept. So that is how to deploy reports to the web. And before deploying, you need to have a server, right? So where we are going to be deploying our reports, you need to have a server. So I create thousands of reports as a developer. You create thousands of reports as a developer, and everybody is going to be creating thousands of reports as a reporting developers. But end of the day, all the reports have to go to one centralized server. Clear? That is what is called as a reporting server that we need to configure it first. So in the real time, you need to have one server where all the developers have to create the reports in their laptops. Your laptop is not a server. Your laptop is a simply, it is having a client machine. You can create a report there, but it cannot host. Your laptop cannot host. Tomorrow, when you join the company, you will be getting a laptop. That laptop is only to create the SSIS packages or create the code. But the code end of the day has to be deployed elsewhere, right? For example, GoOnlineTrainings.com is there. So somebody would have created that code, but that code has to be deployed to one more server. Then only everybody can access my GoOnlineTrainings.com. If I keep the GoOnlineTrainings.com code in my local laptop, so will you be able to see my website? It is not, right? So end of the day, coding is one thing, deploying is one more thing. So coding and deployment. So these are these three things. These two things are important: coding and deploying. So deploying into the production environment. Clear? So that is what is very important. Today we're going to be deploying all our reports to the reporting server. You need to have one server first, otherwise how do you deploy? So that server will be your web server, your reporting server only. Today your web server, what is a web server and all we'll discuss. Okay, so what is a reporting server and what is a reporting server configuration, everything we're going to be discussing now. My reports are not online, all these reports are offline. All these reports are offline means only I can see. Can you see these reports from your home? You cannot see because these are in my laptop. But if I create a report and keep in my laptop, how the public can access? They will not be able to access whether Power BI reports or SSRS reports or tomorrow Tableau reports or ClickView reports or Dandas reports. End of the day, your creator, you're going to be creating a reports, and afterwards you need to deploy it to the web. Why web? Everybody can access only web. Web is called as today cloud. Modern name given to that. Cloud computing means web computing. So web means it is a throughout the world it is online. So modern name is cloud computing. Cloud means web only. So web means something which is online, anybody can access. That is what is called a web or online, or people are calling the same technology today as cloud computing, cloud technologies. Clear? Something which is there online. Your website is a cloud technology. For example, today I'm giving you the videos and everything. So what is this OneDrive? OneDrive is a cloud computing, cloud technology only. What is the Dropbox? I'm storing a lot of data here. It is also cloud technology. So which is something online, that is which is there on the web. That is what is called as a web technology, or modern naming convention is cloud technology. Clear? If I store, for example, I create today SQL server. SQL server, where is the SQL server? In my computer, I have installed the software, I have created iBank database, I'm using it. But can you access iBank database from my system to your system? You cannot. So what I do tomorrow, I take the SQL server, I'll make it online. When I make it online, it will become a cloud based SQL server. This is what is called as SQL Azure. SQL Azure means instead of you having SQL Server locally installed, you create a one server online. You're going to be installing the SQL Server there, and you made available to all. So anybody can go to that machine. www dot blah blah blah. You can connect to the SQL server through web. Okay, you can connect OneDrive through web, right? You're able to get, if I give the URL of the OneDrive, you're able to get all the videos and all the movies if I share it, right? So this is online cloud computing or cloud technologies today. These are called web-based technologies. Try to understand. So if something is online, that is what is called cloud technology. AWS, Amazon Web Services, SQL, Azure, all these are called as a cloud. Cloud means which are not installed in any local computer, which are installed in a separate cloud. Cloud means the server which is there in online. Clear? So you install the software there, so everybody can access, because iBank database you cannot access, and go online trainings dot database you cannot access because it is in my computer. So this is offline SQL server. So we need to have online SQL server. That is what is called cloud SQL server. It is also called as a Azure cloud, Azure, or people will say SQL Azure, or people are going to be saying AWS. Clear? Amazon Web Services. So you can place something in Amazon. So what is Amazon Web Services? Which is a cloud-based platform where you have a lot of servers are available online. You can go buy Oracle server online. You can keep your data there. So Amazon is going to provide the Oracle server. So Amazon also can provide SQL server. So you can also go to SQL Azure by the the space, or you can also go to Amazon Web Services. You can also find Oracle server online, cloud online, cloud Oracle, cloud SQL server, cloud Teradata. You can buy anywhere, right? You can go to shop, buy a Sonia Bravia TV there. You can go to one more shop. You can also buy Sonia Bravia TV there. You can also go to Sony Bravia showroom. You can also buy Sonia Bravia. So Sonia people also will have a Sonia TVs to sell, and other companies also will sell Sony TVs, right? Like that. Even Amazon also can sell SQL Azure, SQL server on the cloud. So Amazon also will sell a Oracle cloud-based technology. Cloud means which you can access not in the local machine, it is in the remote machine online. That is what you need to understand. Yeah. Now, if I wanted to make my reports online, I need to have one server, right? So without the server, I cannot have it. One server I need to buy, and that server, what all I need to install, let us understand, because I wanted to deploy my reports from my laptop. For example, tomorrow you are also creating thousands of reports for iBank company, and you also creating. We are 10 developers daily creating thousands of reports or hundreds of reports or tens of reports. Every week, every month, you keep on deploying, keep on deploying. But where should we deploy? So we need to buy one server. So every company will have to buy a hardware. Otherwise, we cannot have it in this hardware. So hardware means a bigger machine they're going to be buying. In this machine, in this machine they need to install operating system. What operating system will install? Since we are having Windows 2010 server, 2014 server, not Windows XP, Windows 7, those are client softwares. Okay, so we need to have a Windows servers. So you need to install that. So afterwards, whatever you wanted to install, antivirus and MS Office, whatever you wanted to install, you can install this. Plus in this, they have to install SSRS software. Whatever you have installed, the same thing they need to install it. Clear? Operating system, antivirus, MS Office, whatever they wanted to install, they can install SSRS. And in this, they can also install SQL Server, database engine also they will be installing. So these are the softwares they will be installing. So when they install SSRS, so this machine will be called as a reporting server. Okay, so even your laptop also can be called as a reporting server, because unfortunately your laptop cannot be configured for a server because you will be shutting down every time, right? So server means people are not going to shut down for 10-20 years. Your laptop you're shutting down in the morning, afternoon, it is not a server. Nobody is going to be connecting to that. Clear? So when you install SSRS software, now your machine also can become a server machine only, but you need to have operating system also server. We cannot have Windows 10, Windows 7. These are all client, softwares. So this machine now has become a reporting server. Okay. So reporting server, I wanted to make it as a web server. This is the web means what? Web means any machine which can host the website is called as a web server. For example, tomorrow I open my website. Okay, what is my website? I'm opening goonlinetrainings.com. So this is my website. Somebody has created the code, but if they keep the code in their local computer, local laptop, can I access? No. This code has to be deployed somewhere. So I need to have one server where I would have deployed this code there. Clear? So wherever my website is hosted, that server is called as a web server. Remember. So wherever I have hosted this website, somebody would have created this website, right? So those people would be hosting this in some server. That server is online. Clear? That server is online. That server is called as a web server. So how to make your server as a web server? You have to install, there is a component called IIS. If you wanted to make your laptop as a web server, you have to install one more software called IIS, Internet Information Services. Clear? Where is the software available? This is available in your operating system only. So whenever you install operating system, automatically IIS will get installed. So when you have IIS installed in your laptop or in your machine, whether you know or you don't know, your laptop is a web server. You can create a website and host it. How to create a website, I don't know. Even you don't know. But tomorrow, if you wanted to make it to online, you can buy a server. You can have IIS installed there and you can configure. So I don't know how to configure websites and everything, but I can hire professionals, right? So professionals are available. I can give them the money. So they say that, sir, give me the hardware, give me the software, buy one hardware. Sir, we're going to be configuring and your website will get hosted there. So something like this. Clear? So when you have IIS, your computer can become a web server. Web server means which can host your website. So tomorrow I can see my website like this. Tomorrow, if I wanted to see my reports, all my reports, I wanted to keep them in a web server. Clear? Why web server? Because web server where you can create a website. In the website means you can have a URL. So using this URL, anybody can go. They will be able to get the reports here. Okay. So tomorrow I can also have a tag called reports. I have created a lot of reports. I can also place one tag called reports and I click on this. This is going to contact the server and get the reports. It's very simple. Clear? I will ask my website developer, say click on the create one tab called reports. They will be creating a tab. So when I click on the reports, it's going to be pointing to one more server that is called as web reporting server. All the websites are going to be displaying from there. Clear? So that is what we're going to be doing now. Clear, guys? Now your reporting server will have a small website. Inside website, we're going to be having our reports. Clear? So IIS has to be there, but SQL server reporting server by default is going to install IIS. That is also not needed. So when you install operating system, antivirus, MS Office, SSRS, SQL Server, everything, it is a RDBMS server because SQL Server is there. It is a web server because reporting server would have installed IIS. Remember this point. IIS need not be installed separately now. Reporting server is automatically installing IIS. So you can host your SQL Server databases. You can also host your website. Okay. So what is a website? Collection of HTML pages are called website, blah, blah, blah. But don't worry about. So this is my web server, my reporting server, my SQL server, everything you can have it here. Clear? That's what you need to understand. So later, you need to create in this server two virtual directories. Directory means a folder. Virtual means not real. It is a dummy. It is a shortcut. I'm going to be creating two virtual directories. So what are these virtual directories? Let us talk now. So you need to install this. Okay. After installing this, what you need to do? You need to create two virtual directories. One is called report server. You can give any name. You can give Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, whatever you wanted to give, John, Peter, Geeter, any name you can give, doesn't matter. So you can give X, Y, Z, but naming convention is reporting server, report server. So here one more virtual directory we create, that is what is called reports. Okay. So virtual, not real. Virtual means not real. Directory folder. So virtual directory, which is a not real directory. For example, I go to desktop, I would have created a lot of shortcuts. Have you seen this? What is the shortcut? It is a virtual directory. Real directory is somewhere. When I click on this, I am going to go to, this is the actual directory, D drive, data, Google, blah, blah, blah. So this is where I have, stored my data. But every time I cannot come direct, I cannot come here. So what I do, I create a shortcut. I double click on this, it will take to the original directory. So how can you create a shortcut? For example, tomorrow I wanted to create a shortcut. For example, SQL lab is there. Every time come to D drive, click on SQL lab and open this is very, very problematic for me. I right click on this, say send to desktop, create a shortcut. The shortcut is called as a virtual directory. So it is not a real directory. So what did I do? I go to here, right click on this, send to desktop, create a shortcut. Now you go to desktop, there is a shortcut is created. Where is the shortcut? Somewhere the shortcut is created. So tomorrow I wanted to go, I click on this virtual directory. This is not a real directory. So when I click on it, is going to go to the original place. It is going to show the data, because every time coming to the D drive, click on this, I'm wasting my clicks. I don't want to waste my clicks. I simply double click on this. I'm going to go to the path directly. So this is the real directory. This is what is called as a virtual directory. All these are virtual directories or the shortcuts in our Windows environment. Like that, we are going to be going here, clicking on this folder, which is going to link to one original directory. So this is also one more virtual directory, which is going to link to original directory where the reports are available. Clear? So that is what we need to create. Step number, you need to install the software and create two virtual directories now. So this is what is called your SSRS is here. This is your SSRS. Now let me give a different color, and this is your SSRS is running. Within the SSRS, you need to create only two directories. That is point number one. In this machine only, I have installed one more software. That software is called as a SQL Server. So this is your SQL Server. So here you have to create a two databases automatically. SSRS, software is going to be connecting to this, and here two database will get created. So this is the SQL Server. Software is also running. I told you, right? This is SQL Server is running inside your machine, or you can have SQL Server elsewhere. And this above software is called as reporting server. SSRS software is running. SSRS is connecting to this and creating two databases. One database is called report server. You can give any name. You can give X database, Y database, Bhaskar Jogi database, Peter database, and one more database it's going to be creating as a TempDB database. Okay, two databases that SSRS is going to be creating and using all the content here. So that is this, and so you need to understand this is one more server which is running. This may be in some other machine as well. For example, I wanted to have only SSRS. SQL Server, I am not going to be installing it here. I can install it elsewhere and give a connection to this. That is also fine. But normally SQL Server and everything will be in a single machine, and this is what is your configuration. Now you will be able to get some URLs after you configuring. Now you are the developer. This is your laptop. Okay, this is me. This is my laptop. I am also creating lot of reports, and this is somebody else laptop. Okay, somebody is also developer creating lot of reports. All guys have to deploy to this server only. Your reports, my reports, all reports. This guy may be in Bangalore, maybe in America, maybe in Darjeeling, maybe in USA. So wherever you are, doesn't matter. The server is somewhere in the cloud because web, right? This 24 by 7 will be on. So these are your developers machines, dev machines, all of them. Clear? So you create all your reports, and you are going to be deploying. Okay, you create lot of RDL files. .rdl files will be there in your machines. You simply you go and configure the server, and you should be able to deploy. When you deploy, these things are going to come, or your RDL files are going to come here to this machine. Using this machine, your RDL file is XML file, which is going to come here. Remember, this is your RDL file. This is your RDL file. This is your RDL file. RDL file is XML files. So we know, right? When you right click on this, so when you go to view code, when you go to view code, you can see your XML files only. All RDL files when deploy, so your XML files are going to come here. Where it is going to come? It is going to come to the reporting server database. Whether you deploy or anybody deploy. So whether I deploy, all the reports are going to come to here. If I deploy, all the reports are going to come here. So all the RDL files are going to come here. It is available tomorrow. You resign the company, you format your machine, you take your laptop and go. All the reports are available in the server. Even though you leave the company, you format the hard disk, nothing will happen. All the reports are available in this machine only. Clear? When you configure this virtual directory, what happens? This virtual directory is for one guy. This virtual directory is for one more guy. Who are those guys? Can access them? Let me explain. There are two people who are going to be accessing your web server. One is called end user. End user means a manager, and you and me, developer. But end user means managers, clients. They wanted to see the reports. Okay. And one more guy is called as a DBA, database administrator. Okay. So who's going to be creating reports? You guys are called developers. You are called devs. So you guys are developers. Developers are simply creating in these machines. So you guys are called developers. You're going to be simply developing something in these machines. Clear? So you guys are here. But one more team is available in the company, that is what is called DBA team. DBA team are responsible for creating what? Creating this server. So who's going to be installing the software, buying the hardware and everything? Is it a developer? No. DBA, database administrators, that is a team available in the company. Those people are maintaining the servers. What servers they maintain? They maintains all SQL servers, all Oracle servers, all database servers. Those people only maintain. They don't know coding. They know how to take the backup. They know how to run the software patches, how to take the backups, how to see whether servers are properly running or not, any performance issues you have. Because if the code is slow, first call will go to DBA. Why? The DBA people always will check for the performance monitoring and patchwork, antivirus supply. A lot of things these people are maintaining. They don't know how to code. Always code we need to write. We need to give the code to the DBA people. They will be installing it there. Clear? So like that, you will not be able to create the server machine. Server machine will be arranged by the DBA people only. They are going to be installing it, they are going to be configuring it, they are going to be doing everything. Clear? So these people can access the server with the help of this URL. What is the URL that they are going to be getting it? The URL is like this: HTTP server name, whatever be the server name or IP address, they'll have some server name, right? Slash server name slash virtual directory name. What is virtual directory name? Reports. Okay. So this is the URL automatically will get configured when you configure virtual directory. So this is the URL using which these people can access the server. And end users also can connect and like this and reporting report server. Okay. So this is a virtual directory name. So end user can connect to reporting server and end user can see the reports, everything using this URL. And the DBA people, they are not there to see the reports. They are there to maintain the servers. So how they maintain the servers? By using this URL. What is my machine name? For example, I will tell you my machine name. Let me go to this PC. Let me right click and properties. What is my machine name? My machine name is, computer name is Kedar. Okay. If I make my Kedar machine as a this server, so what will be my URL? My URL will be like this: HTTP. Remember this. What is my URL? My server name is Kedar and virtual directory name, whatever I give, I have given reports, it will be like this. Okay. So this is my URL in my computer. Remember this point. Clear? So what is the URL for this? Because if I make my laptop as a server, so my laptop is Gather and the virtual directory name is report server. So using this URL, end user can see all their reports. And using this URL, DBA team can monitor the server. This URL is called as a this URL is called as a reporting report manager URL. This URL is called as report manager URL. This URL is called as a end user URL. Clear? So end of the day, how can we access the reports? Anybody can access the reports using the end user URL only. They are not going to go anywhere. They don't know that Kadar is a machine where the report server is configured, which is a web server. There is a virtual directory created, blah, blah, blah. Nobody knows. The end user will say www or http colon slash Kadar dot report server. So they can see complete reports. So it may be Kadar. Instead of a Kadar, you can give Amazon, you can give something else, something else. Like that, end of the day, two URLs are going to be created. One URL is for the end user. Second URL is for the DBA people. Those people are going to be maintaining the reporting server with the help of this URL. All the reports and everything, when you publish, and these reports, these people can see. These people can access this server and they'll give user ID, password, lot of things they can set it. And if you don't want to have the reports in here, they can delete the reports by going, by using this URL only. They are going to be maintaining this server. Tomorrow you have a lot of reports, old reports I would like to delete. Who's going to be deleting the reports? Not you. Developer cannot come to this server because they cannot have access to this server. Only these people will have a separate user ID and passwords. These people will come to this server using this URL and they can maintain, delete, modify, whatever they would like to modify. DBA team only can do that. Clear? So developers will be having a software called SSDT software. This is SSDT software, right? What is happened? Let me This is what is SSDT software. So Visual Studio software where I'm going to be creating reports. Okay. So I have created a reports here. So developers will get only this software, but the developer is not going to get any software. He will be getting a URL. That's it. So URL to access this machine. That's it. So end user also will get a URL to access the machine. He can see all the reports in the read only format, but these guys will see all the reports and read and write format. Write means you can also delete the report, you can also do lot of things and lot of modifications. If you wanted to do, these people can do, but end user can simply read the report or maximum they can download the report. If they wanted to download, they can download in Excel, download in PDF by connecting to this URL. Clear, guys? And you people have to deploy, but which server you're going to be deploying? So what you do, This is the URL, the end user URL only. You need to take it. And remember, this URL only you should be able to take it. And every developer has to, give this URL in their machines. Remember. So what a URL you're going to be giving in your machine so that your machine knows that, your report has to go to Kadar. Otherwise, how does your computer know that I need to go to Kadar and deploy my reports? Your machine has to know, right? Your machine has to get a URL. So what URL you're going to be getting? End user URL only that will be given. So DBA team will configure, they will create one URL and that URL will be given to the end users as well as developers. So developers have to take this URL and connect in their project and deploy. So all developers reports are going to go to Kadar machine and it is going to come to this place. That's it. When the report is available here, you should be able to see all the reports here. Clear, guys? And all these things we're going to be doing in 2 minutes time. So how much time I need to configure? Because already I have installed SQL Server in my machine and already have installed SSRS in my machine. That is also fine. How do you know SSRS is running or not? You need to go to start services. Always you need to check whether any software you have installed or not. How do you check it? Go to start services. You will be able to see this kind of environment. Now you know what are the services you're running. You're servicing app readiness, base filtering, lot of things, right? You come down, you can find out what services are running here. Your MS Office is running. So when you come down, SQL Server is running, SQL Server agent is running, analysis service is running, then you have integration services running, reporting services is also running. So you have SSRS installed. SSDT is not SSRS. Try to understand, guys. So why it is not opening? Okay. So guys, remember SSDT is not SSRS. SSDT is a software. SSDT is software to create reports. So if you install DT, many people think that SSDT itself is SSRS. No, SSDT to create SSIS packages, SSRS and SSAS. That is many people, misunderstanding. So this software you need to have. So many people will have this software, but they don't have integration services, reporting services. This you need to have. How can you install this? This can be installed at the time of installing SQL Server software. When you click on SSMS, SQL Server software, then you have SSRS, SQL Server database, SQL Server analysis services, blah, blah, blah is going to come. If integration is not there, even though SSDT is there, it is not going to work. Clear? So even though SSDT is there, SSRS is not there, you will not be able to do anything. Okay. See, in the server machine, they don't install SSDT. This is not required. But what is required? This is required. Software is required that you need to install it. Clear? So this is very, very important, guys. You need, whether you have the software or not, whether it is running or not, double click on this. It has to be in the running mode. If you stop it, nothing will happen. Again, you have SQL Server, but that is running or not, you should know. So it is in running state. Clear? So that is very, very important. If something is not working properly, you need to go to start services. Check whether that service is in the running mode or not. You are not able to connect sometimes SQL Server. You come, SQL Server is installed. The first question asked. Second question, whether it is running or not. Go to come down and there's a SQL Server and you have to check SQL Server whether it is running or not. It is running, then it's fine. Analysis service is running or not, that you need to verify here. So SSRS is installed in my laptop. Clear? I have RDBMS is installed, everything is installed. So these are ready. SSRS is installed and this is installed. So I have to configure these two things only. Clear? The next step is this. What is the step? Report server configuration. So when you do that, then you can deploy your reports. That's what we're going to be doing it now. So any questions before I go to the configuration wizard? It will take 2 minutes to configure. You go to start, say report. When I press report, automatically it is showing report server configuration. You should find this. If it is not there, that means SSRS is not installed in your machine perfectly, or it is not there at all. Go to services and check, it is not there. Okay, so how do I come here? Simply you go to start. Okay, you go to start, say a report. When you press report, automatically it is going to give you reports of a configuration manager. Click on this, click yes. Now in my Kedar machine, SSRS is there. It is going to connect to that machine because a lot of things are running, right? So I'm going to connect to my SSRS. Now this will get connected. Now after this, click on service account. Don't change anything here. If you don't change anything, apply button will not get enabled. I don't want to do anything. If you change something, for example, network service and everything, apply button will get enabled, everything will change. Then tomorrow you will get lot of issues. So I'm not going to be changing anything. Let me open once again. I don't want to touch that as well. I'll get lot of issues if I touch it. Click yes and always we connect. Now service account you don't touch, go to web service URL. So in this only you need to give a URL is called report server. I told you this is a virtual directory. I told you, right? Virtual directory. This is for the end user URL. So it is not enabled. If you wanted to enable, you delete and retype report server. Okay. Without a space, many people what they do, they give the space and they tell me, sir, it is not working perfectly for me. So you can give any name, guys. Any name you can give, doesn't matter. You can give any name. Clear? So I am giving reporting server, or I can give some other name, Darpan. One of the company is giving a different name called Darpan. So they can also give Darpan, click on apply. So Kedar Darpan will be the end user URL. Web service means it is end user URL. Click on apply. You can give any name. Multiple times you can change. There is no issue. Click on apply. I have given a virtual directory name as a Darpan. You can give any name, doesn't matter. The URL will be Kedar/Darpan. So what is my name now? What is the end user URL name? So end user URL name is changed. Now it is not a reporting server. It is HTTP colon. My machine name is Gather Darpan. So now you need to create a DBA URL as well. So only these two URLs you need to develop. That's it. Nothing else. I have created, and this is the URL. Kedar port number is 80. That is not required. Kedar Darpan is fine. Now it is done. Now go to database. I told you we must create two databases. One is called reporting server tempdb. Let us create those two databases. Go here. Now create those two database. Already database is created. If it is not there, you can create. So change database, create new reports of a database, click next. So in which machine? In Kedar machine, click next, test connection, fine, click next. What is the name of the database? Report server and report server tempdb, two database. You can also give different names, Darpan, DB. You can also give different names. I don't want to give because already I have created. Otherwise, you can give some name and create, click next, 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 finish. Clear? You will be able to find two databases here. After that, let me show you those databases. One is called report server. One more is called report server tempdb. Already I have configured. Clear? So this is what is called report server tempdb. You can give Darpan tempdb will come. You can give any name. So this is done. I don't want to change it. If I want to change it, I can change it now as well. Two more database gets created. I don't want to create anything now. Now let me create web portal. This is the DBA URL. So here I'll give not this one, Darpan admin. So click on apply. Okay, guys. So the end user URL not end user URL. It is a DBA URL is Darpan admin. Admin means the admin people can use this URL. So I am just making like this. You can give any name. You can give Peter admin. You can give anything. So this is the end user URL. This is the DBA URL. So remember, web portal URL is this. Web portal means this URL. Okay. And the next one is web service URL is this URL. Remember this point. Web service URL is end user URLs. Two URLs got created. That's it, nothing else. So it has taken only 2 minutes, not more than that. It is created. Now email settings. Tomorrow you wanted to send emails from your server, right? I told you, right? Automatically all reports can be emailed to the customers. Okay. All reports are available online. That is one thing. All reports also can be emailed to the customers. When you are emailing, you need to get a from address, right? Because if you get a mail, you will have a from address. From address you can write like this: no reply. It is a dummy address. No reply underscore ssrs at the rate, let us say my company name is called amazon.com or ibank is company, ibank.com. Clear? So you will be able to get a email from no reply ssrs. So a lot of mails you will see no reply. Don't reply to this email because it is sending by a machine computer. So the from address you will be having like this, and you will have a IP address to the email server. So 192.0.1.10. This is my mail server. Using this, I'm going to be sending the mails. Clear? This you need to configure and click on apply. Clear? And click on exit. Remaining things are need not. If you wanted to have a Power BI also can be implemented. You can create a Power BI, and Power BI cloud also you can use, and you can have all the reports, SSRS reports and the Power BI reports can be combined, and you can also keep them in the different cloud that is also there. So I don't want to do all of them. So configured. I did not configure anything. Here I have given Darpan and click on apply. Database I did not change. So if it is blank, then you need to compulsorily give the database server names and everything. Web portal, I have given Darpan admin. Email settings I had given. Then execution account and everything, nothing I will change. Simply I exit now. That's it. Configuration is 2 minutes. And I got two URLs. One is called Kedar/Darpan, that is end user. The next one is this. So I have configured. This is done. These two URLs I got it. Now what I give this URL, I need to give it to all my developers. Who's configuring this server? DBA team will configure. DBA team will buy the server. They will be installing operating system. They will be installing an antivirus, not the developers. Developers will not do this. Clear? Who's going to be configuring, maintaining, managing the reporting server? Is it developer? No. DBA team, database administrator team. When you join the company, you should ask the DBA team, hey team, give me the URL of the reporting server. So they will give you this URL. Okay, this URL you need to take it and you need to configure in your projects. So what is my project? This is my project. I go and I go to Solution Explorer, right click on this, go to right click and go to properties. Now here target server URL. So this is the URL I wanted to provide. I have something there. Let me delete it. Let me give this URL, end user URL, not the admin URL. Many people will give this and sir, my reports are not going. What should I do? I'll ask them, check whether you have given end user URL or not. Clear? So you need to give this. So you go and give. So I can give, and you can also give in your machine the same thing, right? So because since it is a Kedar is my laptop, I have configured, I'm giving my computer name. If you configure, you can give your computer name, and your is a client and yours is a server, because I cannot do it online, because if I wanted to make it online, lot of other configurations I need to do it, because my laptop cannot be online by 24/7, right? Now when I'm creating a report, I would like to create a folder. What is the folder? I can say ibank iBank reports. Okay, I can create iBank reports and overwrite data sets true, overwrite data sources true. If you wanted to make it, true, you can make it, true. And these are optional. Otherwise, leave it. This is only the important thing. And this one also you can, if you wanted to have it, you can have. Otherwise, you can give different target folder. So click on apply and okay. So what all we had done? We had configured, got the URL. This URL you wanted to go here and go to properties. Step number one, give. Step number two, give the folder name and a true. Click on apply. Now right click and say build. Build means it is checking are there any issues with your reports first. Building is succeeded. Have you seen this in this corner? See in this corner, you will be able to see building is succeeded. Have you seen this? That is very, very important. Okay. Sometimes it is not going to properly build. That time you can also use a rebuild. It is going to be starting from scratch. Sometimes all the reports will not get checked properly, validated properly. You can also use rebuild succeeded, done. Now once it is done, first time I'm deploying everything to the web. Okay, right, go to the solution explorer, right click, say deploy. That's it. Deploying is going on. Deploy started. Have you seen this? See this message here, deploy is started. Have you seen this? Deploy is going on here, report by report. You can see the report, you can see the deployment. Come down, you can see lot of deployment is going on. Let us wait. So now tell me, did we write any code here? Do we know what is a web server? Do you know what is a website? Do we know what is a HTML? Do we know what is a XML? We did not know anything. We simply click here, click there, click there, click here, click there. That's it. So you are not a .NET developer, you're not a Java developer, you're not a website creator, but you have created two URLs. How can you do that? With the help of SSRs. Now, even though you don't know what is a web, what is a website, what is a URL, so everything you don't know, but simply by following these steps, you are now deploying your reports. Now, in the real time, you're not going to be configuring in your laptop. There is separate machine will be there. Only you need to come to your laptop, give that URL in the target URL path. Clear, guys? So that's it, nothing else. Still it is going on. See, now this is blinking slowly, it is happening, it will take time. It's blinking, deploy, start report by report it is going. You can see now what is going on, which report is going. List report is deployed, matrix is deployed, order area is deployed, this is deployed. So it is deploying one by one. You wait. So deploy succeeded. Have you seen this message? Deploy succeeded. Done. Clear? You can also redeploy. Nothing will happen. If you redeploy, again, it is going to be overwriting. Existing report is going to be overwriting. You can deploy thousands of times. Nothing will happen. Now you go to Chrome. You go to your Chrome. Now you know the end user URL, right? What is the end user URL? This is the one. Copy this URL and give it to all public, all end users. Tell them that all the reports are available. You just see your reports there and make Kedar machine online, because my laptop cannot be online. So this making Kedar machine online will be done by the DBA people and networking team in your company, because you should know networking topics also to make it online. You need to have a lot of IP address changes and TCP IP, static IP. You need to configure. Networking team come into existence. Those people make your server as a online server. So this is what is the name iBank reports. Have you seen this? So iBank reports are published. This is the folder created. Now you can just click, and what is the report you wanted to see? Sales report you wanted to see, you can simply click this. Okay, now end user can see the reports by coming to this URL only. So this page, you people, not you people, so there is a Java guy, .NET guy will get hired. And this page they are going to be making complete neat, so it will be very neat. Or what they do, so now see the reports are available in the Chrome. Now you can download whatever you wanted to download, PDF, this one, that one. So this is the second page data. What page you would like to have it, you can have it. All the reports are available in the Chrome. Chrome means what? Web. Now you're not going to be using SSDT to see the reports. You're going to be using this URL, and this is my report BR2, whatever the document map reports you have created. Now it has to work properly fine, right? So it is happening. You go back. So whatever by the report they need, dashboards they would like to see it, they simply go to the dashboard and see this report as well. Clear? So all of them will get added. Now what normally people will do, this URL, they take it, they will be keeping in their website. Okay, in my website what I do, I create one more tab called reports. Okay, if I click on the reports, all the reports will get displayed. Okay, when I'm clicking on one report, this URL will get embedded there, so all the reports I'm able to see from this website. So this is going to contact to this server and show the reports. Clear? So that is how in the real time people are going to be putting all these URLs into the main website. So if you wanted to see the website, you go and click on this. When you click on the reports, it will ask you user ID and password first. So those extra things, the team has to do it. Extra user ID, password will be there. So based on your password and your reports are shown. If you're a CEO, all reports are shown. If you're a simply branch manager, you can see only few reports. That's kind of a small extra code that people are going to be writing it here. And you can have a security and everything can be implemented. The reports, a tab will get created in my website, and click on this. This is going to point to this. Clear? So like that, reports are going to be displayed, or you can also go to the direct of the server and you can also see the reports like this. Okay, this is the branch ID. So what is the branch I would like to give? I can give and get some data. Clear, guys? So this is how in the real time people are going to be working with the report server. Everything is list report, this report, that report, whatever you wanted to have it, you should be able to simply go and get the data. Now see, so all these things you need to verify. The beauty is it is working in Chrome. Is it working? Is it going to work in this as well? So this is also testing. You should do it. You cannot say I did not test it in this, and check whether testing is properly happening or not. If it is not happening, then you make it happen. Then open Firefox, then test it there. Open Chrome, test it there. Open this one, that one. Every URL has to be compatible with your reporting server. Otherwise, only Chrome it is working, Firefox it is not working, means the people will complain. Clear? And you also open the same thing in your mobile phone. Open mobile phone and open your reports, everything properly coming or not. Open mobile phone, in that open Chrome, open everything and test it one by one. Everything is working properly or not, the developer has to test it. Clear? And these people have to take a printout and test it. You need to configure a printer and test it, and the printing also properly coming or not. You download the report to Excel properly coming or not. Download to this, download to this, download to this. Everything the testing team will be verifying for simple report. They'll printing and testing. Everything is properly coming in printer or not. If not, you need to adjust the pages and everything here. Okay, you will have a lot of pages, everything has to be configured properly. When you go to here in the preview mode, you can see the proper previews and page mode, everything here. Clear? There is a printing mode, page mode, so need to be configured properly there. So there is a printing page mode is available here, but all of them can be set at the all reporting report properties will be there. So code, lot of page settings and everything we can have it here. I forgot where is that view, but you can get it. Project, somewhere you can see the page properties also. So page also you can have it, debug team, formatting, foreground, background, align, somewhere I forgot actually. The page properties, you can have tools. So report can be configured very easily. Windows, somewhere I forgot. Okay. I think somewhere you will be able to get body properties, page properties will be page body. Okay, I will check later. So you can have the page properties and everything if it is not properly printing the data and everything. Clear? So these are the things that you should be able to do it. And report server is ready. We have configured and we have deployed to the web. Later, how can we create email subscriptions? Because tomorrow the customer will ask you, I wanted to mail this report. I would like to have a get a report in my mail. So how can you configure this? That we will have a separate sessions. Clear? Or I wanted to receive to a shared folder, or I would like to have a customized, email delivery. So I would like to get the report to my WhatsApp. Okay, that is a customization. Email is something ready-made which is available. But if you wanted to have WhatsApp message delivery, then again you need to recruit Android developers. So Android developers can do this kind of a extra code. You and me cannot write those kind of things because we are not Android developers. Android developer will be recruited for 10 days or 1 month. So they will be customizing the further. So the report has to go to the WhatsApp message. Okay, but we can send the reports to email. That is a ready-made delivery. That is the ready-made channel which is available by default. But sending to customized channels is not available. So for that you need to hire separate developers and they will be doing all these things extra. Clear? So this is what we have done it. So tomorrow we'll see some more things. Tomorrow we don't have any class being Saturday. Morning 8 o'clock we're starting SQL Server batch. If anybody wanted to attend that, you please attend tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock SQL Server new batch. Demo will be there. And if you need the meeting ID, please mail me or WhatsApp me. I will be sending. Or my team is going to be broadcasting the the meeting ID today. So tomorrow you are welcome for SQL Server. That is a database management classes are going to start from tomorrow morning 8 o'clock. Okay, that is tomorrow. The time is at 8 o'clock, but actual batch timings are morning 6:30 to 7:30. Clear? So you can attend tomorrow. Tomorrow we don't have any SSRS class. Thank you guys. Any other questions?